Jwale di fihlile tsa Free State ntate. Ha jwale di fihlile ntate. Jwale di fihlile tsa Free State ntate o tlo kwala. Ba tlo betsana, fatshe le tlo thothomela. Ba utlwa bohloko, ba tshwile re tsebe ba tshwile. Re tlo re ba fa di motivation ntate. So le jwalo ke tsa Free State ngwaneso. Ka se di qete, talente e ngata monna molo.
The following program contains strong language and discussions. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast and comments on this channel do not reflect or represent the views of this channel.
You know what, as I said, we have this swimming pool. It's an international, or say, Olympic standard. And you said now that every once a year or twice, they were in the inter-house, sports, the swimming that used to be there. They are no more there. Then who's supposed to make them available? Then people with knowledge, then obviously they must come and tell the nation that we used to have that. And it's develop renovate so that at least then the activities can carry on. Then along the way, the very same state way up there we have, or say, the aeroplane, it's the control. Yeah. Now we have the drones now. They can go. That thing must be developed. Distracting, especially in Welkom, not in Welkom as such, in Machabeng, how to fly those aeroplanes, even the drones, because nowadays we are using the drones. Yeah, we are using now the drones all over. Yeah, drones in the police again. Why don't we now assist? Encourage our own children to go and fly the drones there. The place is developed. Then now when you go down again, Machabeng used to have. Machabeng, civic center.
Yeah,
you know the civic center, ne?
Let's go there.
You know the civic center. Yeah, the civic center is that Machabeng, I would say, building. Where now we pay the services and everything. And now we check, it is divided into little many, I would say, rooms. The first one was our theater. How is our theater now? The state of our theater now is bad.
Yes,
it's bad. State of theater is bad now. Where now we used to have the choirs, and then we invite people from somewhere to come and entertain people. And then when you look again on the other side of the civic center, Ferdi Meyer. Ferdi Meyer is divided into three. Come on, banquet. It's the banquet where now they always eat and what. Then you go up there. Berebal holo, berebal ballroom hall. In the ballroom was where now you used to bring the white people used to come up with the black and white ties to go and dance and do almost everything. That's how it is divided. That civic center.
Nice. That's
how it is. Go check now the center. Go check now at our banking now. It's disarray. And worst of all now, next to it, Berabale sit in what called that mall. Liberty Center. Go check Liberty Center now. How is the state?
It's also like iconic.
Yeah. How is now the state of our city? Berabale, the yellow big thing are in the middle. It wants a country. And you know what? This is why they say now the whole. The civic center itself. Next to it, how is the plants, the roses. That's how it was in the past. You understand? That's how Welkom was. How beautiful Welkom was. And then Motana designer, I forgot to give this particular person who designed it to say now, Welkom is congested. That's why Balaba is in the circles. Yes, sir. We must not have the robots and what. It must be in the circle. It must be able to control itself. That's why Welkom it is today.
Yeah.
If you research,
Sure.
if you do the research, I'll check my research on who did that. Hana designer, welcome rates of your future. Or when people are coming there, even if it must not be congested.
Yeah.
Each and every corner must be a second which can control itself.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
So
New information. Yeah.
So now in my research, then as I'm saying now, I have that research. One day I'll make it, available. Then do you know what? Welkom itself, ne? Odindal, Welkom, Virginia, Henneman. That is not triangle as such.
Check.
It's a square. In between the another coal. There is a coal.
Okay.
There is a coal. Yes, there is a coal. As research, there is a coal. And then do you know what? When the white people took over, they says that when Bangman gold ifela, then Mashala and get over.
Wow.
When gold fella, Mashala must take over. There's another Mashala team mono, and they do not want to go in deep and search that Mashala team mono. It's a petrol. Welkom did not to die as it die is it's dead now. Why did they close the mines? The mines not the gold. Why did they close? They closed 1990. Abu Mandela went over. Then they closed the mines because now they never wanted the black people to take over. Because now this is now these people don't care about the wealth. Because it doesn't mean there's no gold in there. If Bazamazama goes in there and do it and check and get gold, why can't we open these mines? That's why but we send the headgears and what that people need not trust me to go deep and what and get the gold. And then how sugar not harmonic state this place
Yeah, Sendelina.
Sendelina mine. They say it's underneath. Yeah. Sendelina mine. Katla sayona wana le wine refinery. According to my research, wine refinery. You know, Mazak Kron.
Yes.
Wine refinery. Then that wine refinery by quality man, people need not to get it. That's the research that they got. The wine refinery. The big general underneath the Sendelina mine. It was closed by quality white people. So they do the research that we make it. Then from there, Flamingo to a lake. The Flamingo Lake itself, come on, you don't know these things.
Flamingo Lake.
Lakeview. Yeah, Flamingo on the other side. We only the speedboats. There are speedboats there.
So welcome honale something.
Exactly. In the party, the music festivals and what. And then in December time, and on the other side a golf course.
Yes.
There was a golf course on the other side. And but then those things were just been thrown away. That's how Welkom was.
And I believe Welkom can be that.
It can be. That's what I'm saying now. Do you have the knowledge? Question goes now, do you have the knowledge? Do you have people who knows?
Yeah, that's why we have this platform, Free State Entertainment, to make people aware of what Welkom is capable of.
Welkom is capable.
And also, I think it's very important that do actually today, so that I don't know how important education is, because people don't want to go to school and they've normalized it. Outside school or sharp. But then how important it is school, so that we can know how to run our own city. We can know how to money. I'm an IT specialist. I know what I'm doing. It's in fact I'm Mpumalanga.
That's not the place.
So I think that's why today's episode is based on education at whole, so that people can be like,
True.
Yeah, do you know education is so important. Do you know it only depends on what you do, and then at the same time, I became a teacher, and I got HR, got marketing. I wanted just to see where I fit. I can tell you that if I don't get or say teaching today, I can go into marketing or say field. If marketing doesn't work for me, I can go for business, because now I did different. So I was never grow like a telegram pole. I was a tree. That's why I get like now I know now sports take over. So I'm capable in doing almost everything in sports. You understand?
Everything.
I was never a pole, telegram pole. I was a tree. And then if you grow and then you put your education and then make it a tree, then you are not going to lose it out. So now we don't have or say where people are telling them, if you have done HR, change and do some other things so that at least at the end of the day you balance. And then if, for example, you cannot get anything there, at least this one must work. So that's why I'm saying now I'm at CUT now. And I can also go and lecture because now lecture. If I want to go in, I can go in and do lecturing and what. It doesn't mean then it's the end of my sports and everything. So as I'm saying now, I grew like a tree. I never grew like a pole.
True. That is very important. And also, I know we are talking about going to school as well. I've got this concept, you know this about me. Life is a big school. You have to go to school, learn the fundamentals of whatever you want to learn, and then in life as well you need to have your learnings, like you need to understand, okay, how do you maneuver in life. When we started our conversation, really emotional intelligence, spiritual and all that stuff, that is the life part. And if I believe that if you want to progress in life, you need to balance. You need to have both of them and be book smart and street smart, so that you can be the ultimate person that you need to be. And there's something that you also said, you spoke about star signs. You said you're in Aries. So I want you to dive into that, like
my lucky numbers, ne?
13,
When
13.
when I press, it came like this, just like for me. Then you know what? Before I can come to my star signs and what, ne? One thing that I never mentioned is that I became, or say, the second, or say, black person to be an instructor at Health and Racket. You know Health and Racket before it becomes
Vision
Active. Yeah. Health and Racket, and I became, Vision Active. Yes, I've been an instructor in there. And also Slater. I became an instructor there. So I played well. I mean, I was one person very active, and then I played a role in developing people in there.
There's a saying, you're jack of all trades,
Master of none. Yeah.
When are you like jack of all trades, master of all?
Yeah, but the concept says, no, jack of all trades, master of none. Ne? So how to master of none doesn't mean, it doesn't say master of nothing. It shows that he knows almost everything. That's the concept, ne?
Yes.
Yeah, jack of all trades, master of none. It means that this person knows almost everything. Yeah, it doesn't mean.
But also,
it's not nothing, ne? It's none. Yeah,
He's still learning.
Yeah,
The
he's still
none part
yeah.
is like he's
He's
learning.
doing yes.
The none part is that he's willing to learn.
Yeah.
He's okay with understanding how there's more to life and needing to learn more about everything.
Okay, Aries they born, or say the first star of the horoscope. You understand? We are born different from other stars.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to think Geminis were.
No, Gemini. We click with Geminis.
Yes.
Geminis are our loved ones. Yeah. Listen, Geminis are our loved ones. All my girlfriends are Geminis. Yeah, but they are very stubborn. Yeah. Geminis very stubborn.
We're not stubborn. We just know what we want.
Yeah, you know what?
Why do we sugarcoat things?
So now we are born, or say, leaders, and we are stubborn. But our stubbornness is not our knowledge about our inquisitivity is associated with the stubbornness. Because now we want to know, and we want to question, and we want to understand. But when you question things, people are saying you're stubborn, and then you want to know more and what. That's how we are. And secondly, then we love people, and then we are always in isolation. We always like to be on our own. We cannot see us moving with many people. We can do friendship, and then we can, I'll say, gel with people, but to a certain extent. But we cannot just stay with people until they follow you. We get bored easily. Yeah. That's why maybe I'm running from one spot to the other. We get bored. I can do this up to a certain time, and from there just leave it in that way. That's simply how we are. And then we are not intelligent, but we are more of hardworking people. Yeah, we are not intelligent, more of hardworking people. And then we are clicking to the Geminis in a way, as you said. Yeah, those are our loved ones. I can tell you that we love each other. Yeah.
And then you're Aquarius.
Aquarius in the we're born in February. Feb. Yeah, Feb. We are almost closer. Yeah, Feb. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why we jam.
That's why we jam. So now, generally, so then, as I'm saying now, I'm the fourth child at home. Being fourth child at home, I got married for 14 years. Then I divorced. I had 2 boys, and then I stayed controlling my children. I never got married. But I had people whom I was with. I was, somebody behind my children. I never, Papi, maybe you know Papi, ne? We used to come and play here.
Yeah, probably.
He used to come and play now he's a manager in Cape Town at one of the company. I made sure that my children not suffer. I wanted them to have, or say, education. Why? Because one day when I'm not there, I don't want them to see. I didn't want to see them. They don't have anything to put on the table. They must control. Yeah, they must control their lives. The second one was in Joburg, but it's the same company, but he's in Johannesburg. Same. He was so stubborn because Gemini, very stubborn. And he never wanted to listen, and then he turned to this. Unfortunately, then all that drop over an artisan. You like a brother, I never like same company. About dropper, but anyway, I'm saying now he's doing well now where he is. So as I'm saying now, I'm that kind of a person. Now I'm having the Latlameki. I always call it Latlameki. I got her in 2015. She's now 10 years now. Yeah, I'm staying with her. Okay. I took her to her mother early 2 years. Then Hudisa and what understand. So I'm a family person. What doesn't sit with me is the kind of the women that I meet. Because I'm very soft in her. So they take an advantage of softness. That's where now problems LinkedIn yabasadi. If babona mutalo soft bank an advantage, baba abuse the kindness of what of the kindness of the people, understand. So that's when I'm having a problem with women. And then worst of all, then but when in touch to one Gemini. Wherever that I go, when I see somebody Gemini, but when times goes on, I stayed with them. The first one was Gemini, my ex-wife. Usually for 14 years. The other one that he went to the Mankontso CUT. Kimutusa from the diploma above B.Tech after 6 years. The second one now that I'm having now. So now kimunkile wa dintingas na next week another metric huda abale and for high. Unfortunately abasa twele peli then kamatlia go Welkom kamkia colleging outside the hair care and what in better. And after I established we panale biterinyana. This the kind of life that we have of the women. They take an advantage of what of the people by balebetire baba tusa bability. And at the same time they don't even or say appreciate the goodness that they are getting from men. So it goes back to now to say now, why do we have this gender-based violence? Because now women, vice versa, maybe men, we have this gender violence of like for example, as I'm saying now, invest more of what of women and at the same time I get shabby treatment. So now what is it doing? If I cannot control myself, it builds. People get drunk, people get angry, and then they feel like making doing the revenge because now I gave money to this lady, and at the same time I'm now talking about now people who understand, who are going to listen to what we are saying now. To say now gender-based violence in a source. Highly fella chinana. Must have a source somewhere because now we don't respect each other. And at the same time, we don't sit down. And then, if, for example, we're happy the whole day, but you must have a control on yourself. Because now, if we are moody, then I'll be telling you, then today I don't feel like holding me, I'm tired and that. Then, so that at least tomorrow you must be able to control a bit. And Luena, how feel out today? Then if we saw touch we understand what I'm saying? Because open to each other. Then must have slept with somebody there. Therefore now increase now the bagging now. Something we understand. So all those things we need to know exactly why do we have the gender-based violence and the cause. And if we know the cause, the root cause of the gender-based violence, we can solve a lot of things. For example of what happened those who were shot. You ask yourself at that time, why you take such risks, but we are saying again, you can do it. You can do it. Safe, but do you make sure that you are safe when you are there? Do you tell your parents? Do you tell the people say now, hey man, safe thing, then we shouldn't have got that. You understand? So as I'm saying now, the 10 million, 10,000, which we are not sure about. You understand?
It's against speculation.
Because I got 10,000 regarding to say big set 10,000. Actually 10,000 in the foot of I don't know anyway, because we are not there. But at the end of the day, after that we got normal to you expect something in 10. On you. So now when you go out, you set your boundaries.
Thank you.
Set your boundaries.
Thank you.
I'm here to come and drink. I don't want somebody next to me. Even if we can talk to you, tell somebody when we talk with you. We are not, that's the problem. That's what I'm saying, that there is a root cause. Why we expect you to and what, and at the same time we end up assigning society. Yes, I'm saying
But
you need to.
But for me, I feel it does not justify the action.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No, I understand.
And the reason why I'm saying this, how many other women were killed outside of Groove? There's partners. You are married. Oscar Pistorius. There was that chick why UCT, post office. She was killed. Like, those are just typical examples of how.
Can I interject in it?
Somebody.
Let me interject in it. But if somebody abla to abafitanga advantage of the mobilane, have check the background high. You understand what I'm saying? This will even justify it. But the background, whether was it a broken family, where now they fought, but they never had this, and it's about a route, how could a route, like Reshabos for example, aggressive, came to the Mezawal, o ga ile maoto motlhomo ke yone ne mthwele ka bana ene metsa be ana le enga aba qetla sa le ana le fame but still enga ya ha ntse diteng you understand go the parents di ka tsang ka motho le re no ha re mo nke re mise for counseling go then you understand what I'm saying go the root cause there are certain things there tsang go dintho di beteng but let we look down on motho na tla ba etseng tshena ska re ha re mo tshware re mise tronko re le mo kwalla mare there were never any personnel like the wafatser nka motho before mo kwalla le ke le mo botsa ona o phetse jwang re la re misa tronko a ke re go ba etsa rehabilitation how do you rehab a person who's in a background ya jwang we ba batho tse ngare ka tronko ka man what's a rehabilitation mara o tsebona o tswa kae no this is wrong
and there's one thing that I also thought about Renalo, it's a joke actually men's conference guys always say a men's conference Valentine's Day they're going on a men's conference like that concept can actually
it's a good concept but
it's a
it wouldn't
good concept so that men to men because because I'm not going to understand what you're going through as a man.
But now I think now it must be vice versa. Men must talk to women must talk to men. Because you understand us more because now I'm not saying that you're brushing out into must not talk to men. But it must be both sides. Men must talk to women must talk to men. And then men must talk to men to men, and woman to woman. You understand what I'm saying? Because now at the end of the day, I can be able to tell you that expecting from how what are you expecting from us as what as men? Because now we are weak as general. But if you go to decent you lower the expectations, you understand? But how can say how get the Jeff mono you understand? We say Dimo Tola, about why
so yeah, so from a men's perspective, you're trying to attract and yeah,
you understand? So as I'm saying that it must be both, and then men to men, and then woman to woman, men to woman to men, you understand? And that will assist, I'll say, in digging deep into the problems that we have in South Africa, understand? You understand?
True.
So now lately, the church now. I don't know whether you saw that thing, church, the verdict did you see that?
No.
Okay, right. Of what happened with the people from the church and from outside, they just do whatever that they do. Understand? So now I'm extra believing in is this the kind of things that we see? At times, some of them I didn't want to like just unfortunately it was daylight. But now we don't really see kids pastor to the congregation to the pastor and what. So there are many. So as I'm saying, hey, there are a lot that you need to do.
I think it's a spiritual thing, man. Like it's a spiritual thing.
As Abu, like we are. A lot of people come from broken families, and so when you're growing up, also go for a while, but now okopana lidi, okopana limpo, okopana soft life. So now what you satisfy more. I've made it, but then I'll share what's out.
Let's take our parents for an example. Now I'm divorced. How do I maintain my child? Time Ali one maybe ke ngwana ne o tla understand gore what's ha ke ne mme sentse ke dulele ntate ba ntate wa ga pona o dula le one ne wa gona o etsa but he o botla le somebody from what's ntse ke ka lwana le wa tla kena ka tlung ntate o kena ka tlung o tla khwarelana le nna kae what o ma ke life re phelang ena mos le nna o sane ke tla I learn we learn wrong things from our parents ba ma batla batau ba ba roma bana ba lo re ka di jwala ba roma ba lo re ka di cigarette ba lo nna ka tlung. Why don't you make it private? But you do it them there, but you shouldn't this is how you do it. But if you go in and say now we drink like my wife used to do, wine ke ena bona go jua wine o inwa jina a o inwa kae then that's how they introduce it in the past, you understand? That's how o jella tafoleng ka ofela a ona cell phone ana leng. Fortunately unfortunately khala kwa no sena cell phone ne re ja ka ofela ibile re ne re bua mono nowadays cell phone di bue mona ka ofela wa jua mona na o montsa chata ka mona kae but we must put one thing that when we eat wena mme nna ke ntata ke kena ka mane di cell phone tsena di beya hole kwana na now we eat we concentrate on what we are doing and then we are talking now we are eating then that's when we have start ka di ethics sa bona di morals sa bona sa ka tlu hore ene ntudi ya bana ba bona ba hole e le gore ba tsebana ba etsa but do we have that? We don't have it. Parent kena khatetsi e go bala o mo kena o tla tawe o go bala o mo tswa ka o na le bontate bo member ba 5 le bontate ba 5 o ya nse ke ntwa and bana ba bona ba ithuta from that and at the same time we introduce our kids to the wrong things when as parents, you understand? And at the same time di bo ngkhoni ba rona ka ba la bana bo mme le bontate ba hlokaitse ba o ditse ke bo ngkhoni, you cannot control them. Bana ba kena then ba tla le different tsa bona ba etsa ba ithuta so many things and then it's just terrible. And then you go to school now like ba to work at the kind of teachers that we have. Rona re ntse 3 years ne. I'm not saying that all teachers are wrong. Re ntse 3 years ne. You become o kena you register as a teacher 3 years saying yeah first year how teacher next o kala o ithuta bo teaching le ke teacher marel ka re se ma se fela has to fela so teaching the second year now you become a teacher the third year you are fully qualified teacher who understand them what the role of the teacher should be. Now we come up with a year 1 year teacher. I'm not saying that is wrong. 1 year teacher by saying I don't want to mention or say that course 1 year teacher and then 1 year slim so fela then hat to class you see have it like na man bona ha mona ke hle ga ke thakatsa ka ofela sena ke tsa jelela ka ofela you understand what I'm saying ke jelela ka ofela ha nna ne ke kena ka madu you are a teacher since pre ba ki kinyetai and then ngwana skolo and then jonga ba don't kena ka mone must understand and now they are better hampe ka mobilal but now you come. I'm not saying that all teachers are bad ne by saying whatever education they by saying nowadays but question go na do we carry the knowledge ya ona how teachers should behave ha le ka classing for dilemo tse tharo tse ke dutse tla bua ka ntho ka ba bitsa B.Ed students ne ba etsa 4 years ka ofela teaching, you understand? So now they are deep rooted into education and understand. You know what I'm saying? So now nna ke atla mane ke na le degree ma se ke batla as teaching ka pelenyana ka baka la bane ke batla ba le mosebetsi. I just do that and then but I'm not saying that all of them are wrong. And then they must please they not misquote me, but I'm saying now, is it enough? It's not enough. Because it's when now if then parents are not there, we must what? You must replace the teacher. I mean replace the parents. One of the teachers because we spend more time with kids.
It's literally 70% of their livelihood basketball versus being at home. So how a teacher you must consider that part of it. Banana, I need to take care of them. I need to nurture them as well. Yeah, it's very important until we bua. And let's hope it'll change. The system will change,
for sure.
and people will understand that concept. I need to take care of this child.
But I have the broken teachers too. They are there. In the past ne re sa batla matšhere ne re tseba teacher la shapa yana mara ne re ga classing fela o etsa mosebetsi wa o sentse o etse a sa tlo shapa ska tlo etsang kae so we used to come up and really discipline in that way. Now however, now going back to my life ne and the life and to Goldfields Welkom College, as I said, in 1995 then the merger was in 1994 everybody the FT College Then I became head of department, student support services. Then from there, then along the way, then I acted as a campus manager at Welkom campus. And both Welkom campus and Dosa. And I did well, I can tell you.
Yes.
But I can tell you that hatred at times is not good. Maybe whoever will listen to what I'm saying, that when I was supposed to go for an interview of a campus manager, the CV since the short the pampiri leading kaofela, maybe they were stolen or what. So you can say I couldn't get to see the position. So now along the way, I achieved actually crafted the policies. In other words, this one I must be bold enough. I crafted the policies that Goldfield Stewart College Student Support Services. That one I'm proud of it. Yeah. Kinna the crafter because like I'm head of department of student support services. Yeah. I personally did it. Whoever will listen to must understand that Mokati did that at Goldfield Stewart College.
And they are available more
And
to
2013 then I resigned. I resigned. Ke bona na ona le pressure ingata. Then instead of the deputy director student support services, then shortlist you I get frustrated. Let me leave. 2013 and I left. Then it was 2013 until 2019. 2019, I advertiser the student liaison officer at the same college, the lowest position. Then I went and say, now let me go and show them that I know this about my Goldfield Stewart College, the student support services. But I matters left and right because now can get somebody policies and what you know.
Exactly.
I was hired, and unfortunately when I was hired, I was 60 years. 2020. Then only 5 years along the way, 2025, then I had to go out.
So
March, 30 March, I get to a system here. Then from there, I get CVT. But CVT is essentially the 30 year, this one. So that's a team.
about any question you have?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, in closing, like how's your retirement? And again, any last words along Kabela Mtamocha?
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah. I retired in 2013. Now I'm active now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I retired 2013. 2020 I got into the system, then I became active. I don't feel retired, and I feel like I'm more of energy. Let me tell you one thing that I've done on top. Kenza chiropractor on my own. You know chiropractor? By breaking and what? Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not just to get some to baby sang can I recommend baby say yeah, then but anyway, I'm doing it. So I'm learning a lot of things. Actually, I must have opened my own practice. Yeah, but I'm a chiropractor and what, but I'm still going to do it. Because now I have clients. College in Kwana, the admin, let me put it here, the admin of Goldfield Stewart College at Welkom campus. But another problem is I'm going to one, but I'm saying about intention. Lukisa, Baba Hantle, and then at the same time they are happy, they are postures and what. I did that one. The student, some of the students, about Bakuda, how about the asthma pampers and the Masai because Dr. Mokati was there. Yeah, I helped them. So now, in closing, I've not started retirement. Maybe the retirement will be at 70. I'm still strong. My girlfriend was 31 years. My girlfriend, 31 years. The one that I'm talking about.
Yes,
my girlfriend,
yes.
31 years. Yeah.
Still active.
Yeah, energy-wise, still active, and but unfortunately that there and there we still some the differences, but at the end of the day, I still stay strong. And now, in closing, for those who are listening to me, that this is not the end of the road. And then if we have, or say, an opportunity like this, we must come and say it, and then people must know and understand what's happening. Welkom has, or say, potential to be a better city. True. And then things are not supposed to be sent to Bloemfontein and congest Bloemfontein. Yes. Bloemfontein is being congested with many things, and then the people must come and invest in Welkom, and they must bring all the projects in Welkom. Then with stadia, we don't have stadia, better stadias. Only the old one that we have here and Griffons, it's an old stadium. Then we must have, say, the best stadium. And then Welkom has got the best athletes. They've got the best, I'll say, educationists. The CUT must be used as one institution that must be grown, because now it covers all other districts, because now we are in the center. And at the same time, these sports facilities must be built in that to serve the communities around us.
Yes, that's true.
Thank you very
that's
much.
True. Thank you very much. This was very informative.
Bona,
It
it's
was
like the
very
longest
informative.
interview that you've done.
Yes.
Are we done?
It is.
Thank you very much.
Okay, guys. Remember what to do: like, subscribe, follow, share, and most importantly, on YouTube. We to YouTube for the full episodes. Just this one is a snippet. Anything from your side?
It's a snippet.
Yes.
No, I'm good, man. I'm happy, and yeah. Thank you for
100.
coming to How, and yeah, and just take here and there and there.
It was literally a lecture moment. It was a lecture. It's the Free State Entertainment TV, yes. So from your girl, Mokati Felicity Siloko, aka Bliss, aka Max Bakamaki, with love from me to you, with my co-host, Linda Mankontso as well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.